So this is the story of how I sort of scammed a scammer. My boyfriend's underage niece notified us that she got a DM from a sugar daddy. Now, if you don't know what sugar daddies are, they're basically an older man that usually wants to just give younger women opportunity, money, potentially sexual stuff. Anyways, so she was all excited, thinking that she would get some sort of an allowance every week from this sugar daddy. She said a bunch of her friends were doing it, so she wanted to do it too. So this sugar daddy reached out to her in her DMs and said that he just needed her to go to the store and get a $50 to $200 gift card. From there, he would take that card number and then put more money on that card. Now, my boyfriend and I notified her that that is a scam. They are just going to steal that gift card from you and never reply to you again. She had a tough time believing that, which I understand because everyone wants free money. We sent her a couple videos on YouTube showing this exact scam. She finally realized it and blocked him. So now, knowing the sugar daddy's information, I thought, hey, I'd like to have a little fun. Okay, I'm going to try and share this with you as quickly as I can, showing you all the DMs and then showing you how it ended, which is my favorite part. So here we go. Okay, everyone, meet my sugar daddy, John Richard. It's clearly not that real person. So I reached out knowing that he would bite, saying, hey, John, I'm looking for a sugar daddy. You looking for new babies? And he eventually said he was. So I already had some information from my boyfriend's niece about who he was saying he was and where he was from, so I tried to kind of like pry a little bit. So he started asking where you're from, California, you, and then he said, Dallas at Texas. It's already starting off to a good strong start, John. So we got the pleasantries out of the way, and then he got right to the business. Do you have Cash App for your first allowance? And I don't have Cash App, but more importantly, I have Venmo, and I feel like if anyone wanted to give you free money, they would be able to do it cleanly and clearly on Venmo. So I said, thanks, Daddy, and then I had a typo. So I sent him my Venmo, he didn't bite, and then I was like, what do you need? So he said he was gonna send me a $3,500 a week allowance, which is pretty darn great. It's already looking good. But then he made it all super confusing, saying that he had to go through his business basically, and that's why I had to get a gift card. None of it made sense, because that's just not how sending money works. So after he wants to add me to his payroll, he's saying that I can go right now and get an Amazon gift card and he can immediately do the payment. And then right away he goes, are you there? It's like, settle down. Okay, this is where I go a little far. So I said the Venmo thing again. I was like, I only use Venmo. The rest usually are scams. I didn't call it out. And then I said, I will send you a nude if you Venmo me right now. Just seeing what his priorities were. I'm just seeing. Didn't bite at all to the nudes. Hurtful. But then he goes on saying like he can get it ASAP, at business stuff, blah, 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 blah. So I give in, say that makes sense, and then say that I want to go through my business. Okay, this is where I get a little weird. So since he said he was going through his business, I was like, oh, let me go through my business, and can I send you a W-4? He says, all right, baby. And then he asks what it is, and I'm basically like, oh, it's a government form for taxes. Just seeing like if he would bite at this and potentially fill out a W-4. I thought it might be funny. So he gives me an email. It ends up being a fake email, but I was like, thank you, blah, blah, blah. I follow up. I'm like, did you fill it out? Did you fill it out? He's still confused about why he needs to fill it out. It went on too long, honestly. Okay, that went on for too long, and then I was like, fine, I'll go get your gift card, but did the Venmo not work? I still wanted him to Venmo me. I call him out that his bio says that he's from one area, he told me another area, he explains it, and then I dive into this saying, wow, we live so close to each other, maybe I could come see you. He's super rude and says that he doesn't usually have time. Oh, but then I'm a good baby, and I tell him that I got a gift card for him. So I tell him that I got the gift card, but then I told him that I spent most of it on a cute onesie that I wanted to wear when I meet him. And he says he's at work, okay? He sounds like my real dad, but more present than my real dad. So I do a general search of like an Amazon gift card in Google Images, and then I take a screenshot and send this to him, being like, look, I circled it for you, make it easy. And he's like, scratch the back of the card. And I keep being like, I hope there's money left on it after I bought my cute onesie. I really hope you like my onesie, Daddy. And he's like, send me the receipt of the card. So I just keep Google searching like Amazon cards. I keep acting dumb. He keeps asking me about certain cards. I keep just taking photos. This one's one of my favorites. He says, send me the front of the card. So I just send basically the same image. It's fun. So then I send a blurry photo and he's like, I can't see the code. So then I just enter in some fake numbers and like, did I do good, Daddy? keeps asking for receipts, so I just Google receipts. Basically, we just go back and forth about the gift cards and the onesies. Okay, so he picked up on one of the images, said February 2019. He's like, are you sure you got the card today? And I was like, oh, well, one was given to me by my aunt on my birthday last year. And I was like, is this not okay? And then he's like, it's not okay. Where is it? It's not okay. I can't use it. Okay, so he's telling me the card's expired, and I was like, what? My aunt never told me that they can expire. I'm so upset. Do you think that this means she doesn't love me, Daddy? He comes in all rude and is like, but I told you to get a new gift card at the store, not an old one, okay? And I told him that I did, but remember, I bought the onesie. And I just want to know how I can make it up to him. So he tells me to go back to the store. This image was a vanilla Visa card. He used it as an example. And I was like, okay, I just need to eat my Lunchable first, and then I can go. And then I asked him, can I just use this card? He said no. And I said, boo, who knew being a sugar baby was so hard? And he said, LOL, baby, it not hard. And then remind him that it's important that I eat my Lunchable. I ask him if he's ever had Lunchables before and let him know that I'm a good sharer and would like to share one with him one day. He says sure, and then I say, yay, you're gonna teach me so many things I like sharing. Yes, baby. So baby, can you get the $100 vanilla gift card? And I say, but you said 50. And he says, yeah, baby, but try to let it be 100 to make the payment successful. God, he's so smart. So then I tempt him with more money. And he says, yeah, baby, try $500. And I was like, okay. Think of all the onesies I could buy. I say, thank you. He says, you're welcome. And then I say, I feel so lucky to be able to spoil you with gift cards, Daddy. He says, all right, I'm waiting. He asks if I'm done with my lunch, and I say, I'm almost finished with my Capri Sun. And he says, okay, baby, what are you doing? Just to string him along, I say that the store was closed, but I'm excited that I can buy more Lunchables tomorrow and then share those with him. And he's like, okay. And then he tries, seeing that I'm incompetent, he's asking about Cash App and PayPal. Okay, so this is when he gets really sweet. He's like, just to reduce your stress, why don't you PayPal one of my sugar babies that works at Walgreens, and then she can give you the card and I can start your payments right away. So he's like, can I send you the PayPal name? And I was like, you can try, but I'm not very good on computers. They make my head hurt. So then naturally I have to add that I think it's cool that he has a friend that works at Walgreens because I love it there. They have two of my favorite things, onesies and Lunchables, and I'm excited to meet this new friend. So I agree, and then I'm like, what's her username and password so I can log in? He confirms that this is just where I send the money. I don't log into her account. So then I comment that the name says Samuel, and I say, oh, it's really cool that you have gender fluid sugar babies. Like, send a screenshot after you do the payment, and I say, okay, and then he says, I'm waiting. I was like, me too. It takes forever for my computer to start up. Can you believe I still use dial-up? Maybe you can buy me a computer if I've been really good. We talk about prices that I should send to Samuel, and then I send him this. So I Google image a declined PayPal image, and being like, do you have other friends at Walgreens that I could email, because it's not working for Samuel. I was like, I entered the email wrong, the onesie was covering up my eye, and I was so hopped up on Lunchables, and I'm sorry, Daddy. And then he goes, hold. And he's like, I'm gonna have you send it to someone else, just hold on. So it's now the next morning. I said that I gotta catch up on Friends last night before they take it down from Netflix, and then I was trying to see like what he was doing. And then he just got right to business again. Can you send me the money on PayPal? Gave me a new email, confirmed the amount, and he says, send the money now. And I was like, okay, that makes sense, Daddy. That makes sense. So I wanted to get the name of the new person that I was sending the money to so I could send him a nice thank you for helping me. Told me her name is Bella. I reminded him that it's gonna take me a bit because I gotta start up my computer and dial up. He said, I'm waiting. And I figure since I'm waiting on the dial-up, I might as well eat another Lunchable. Just makes sense. Since this is the last day I'm going to talk to my daddy, I just wanted to get to know him and see who his favorite Christmas character was. So after telling him about my cute Rudolph onesie and asking him who his favorite Christmas character was, I was like, you didn't answer. He's like, sorry, I don't have a favorite Christmas character. And I was like, boo! So I picked one for him. I picked Scrooge. Seems appropriate. And he was like, have you sent the money? Rude. And I said I hit send, and this video popped up. I say stop scamming, talking to, and taking advantage of underage girls, you creep. You're hurting innocent people. I hope you eat a Lunchable in hell wearing the ugliest onesie ever. And I mean ugly. He goes on to pretend that he's confused. I say, dude, drop the act. You're scamming young girls. It's gross and hurting people. Pretty much denies the whole thing. I just end it by saying, sending you lots of love. Hope you find a better job that doesn't hurt and steal from innocent people. I ended up reporting and blocking him. All in all, not sure if that really did any good, but if nothing else, he got a taste of his own medicine and hopefully didn't take advantage of another girl in that time.